So welcome back. We're talking with Alyssa. If I say it, I never say it right, but that's okay. And I have an Alyssa, so why can't I say it? Kersellick and Hillary Samples, and they are with Mountainview Funeral Home and Cemetary. We've been talking a little bit at the break about some of the different events that you're going to be having, so I want to go further into that. Go ahead.
Fantastic. So thank you, Carol. So with the 3 locations that we have, we do a lot of different things, a little bit community-based. And also we wanted to mention where we're going to be hosting the Quartermania. We have just recently remodeled head to toe, top to bottom, left to right. And it is amazingly beautiful. And so that is where we're going to also be hosting an open house. Everybody is welcome. There's always power in numbers. People sometimes don't like to come by themselves, so we're giving free tours. We're going to have free food. It's on November 10th, and so if people can mark their calendars, we actually have Apache Junction Chamber. We're going to be doing a ribbon cutting ceremony that's going to take place during the Quartermania to sort of kick off the Apache Junction Festival, and the open house is an opportunity for people to come and just be in an environment that maybe they're not normally as comfortable in. Being a crematory, people have questions. People want to know. Inquiring minds want to understand the process of cremation. So we're going to have a large number of our team members there just to be able to show them our facility, give them a little bit of information, talk to them about why people have a funeral, why people plan ahead of time, why people choose cremation versus burial, so that they could do it in an environment that's not threatening or uncomfortable or uneasy for them.
And I'm going to repeat it. I just did that with you, Hillary, and it was a wonderful experience and very simple. And it was you explained everything so well to me, because there's things that people don't know what they want to do, and then you just start talking and it's a conversation and you make it so easy.
It is.
So thanks for that.
Thank you.
And also, I want for anyone that hears Quartermania and doesn't know what it means, let's just go back to that real quickly, because if anyone that missed it at the break, this is going to be fun. I'm going to be there. KFNX is going to be there. We're going to give away lots and lots of fun things. I'm going to be giving away something too. So let's talk about it real quickly.
Yep. So Quartermania, it's an event. It's a fundraising event, and we're donating all the proceeds from the Sunshine Anchors. It's a children's home in Mesa, and it's basically an auction where there's raffle prizes that we're raffling off, and you can buy extra paddles, and for each paddle you hold up, you have to drop a quarter into the bucket. And when the chip number is called, if it matches your paddle number, then you're the winner. And the more paddles you have, the better chance of winning baskets.
And you can win more than one.
You
She made that
certainly
clear.
can.
I can't wait. Go ahead.
And we have great baskets. We have a lot of great vendors. And if there's anybody who would still like to be a vendor, I have a couple open spots, and you're welcome to call me.
So now her phone number, if you want to reserve a spot like that, is 480-832-2850. Does it matter what they do?
No, absolutely not.
So they're just looking for a little extra help on this now. If you want to, you can do something. Like I said, I'm going to be there. That's going to be it's going to be Saturday, October 8th. The doors open at 4 p.m. Includes dinner. It's going to be at the Superstition Funeral Home, which is in Apache Junction. These tickets are $15 a person, and we've got 6 of them that we're giving away here. And if you want to bring somebody with you, let us know so you can have 2 of the tickets. So our number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. The tickets include dinner, 1 drink ticket, a 1 auction paddle, and 1 raffle ticket. And if you want extra raffle tickets or paddles, you can get them. They're very inexpensive, $5 for 3 of them. And you're going to want more than 1. So check it out. You can call in here. Seating is limited. Our number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100, and I'm going to let you call throughout the rest of the show for it. Some of the other events that you're having, you have lots of things that you're going to be doing.
Right, and so thank you. One of the next things I'd like to talk a little bit about is October 21st. That's a Friday, and that is our big fall event that takes place every year. This is our 3rd annual at the Mountainview Funeral Home and Cemetery, and this is a fantastic family event, again, free of charge, and we're going to have pumpkins for the kiddos to decorate. They can take their pumpkins home, or for many people, that's a great opportunity for them to decorate it and place it on one of their loved ones' graves.
How
that
wonderful
may be buried.
is that? That's fun.
Yeah, and it's nice. It gives people another reason to come back to the cemetery without feeling the threat of uncomfortableness or uneasiness. It's free of charge. It's great because pumpkin farms are awesome. It's fun to take the family to them, but they can be kind of pricey and expensive. We have a popcorn machine. We've got games for the kids. They don't have to worry about going door to door trick-or-treating. There's going to be treats provided. We have food. We had chili last year, and I believe we're doing chili again this year. And so we make it a nice, fun, family, safe event for the family to gather. We have a nice, giant green space where it's unincorporated. There's no burials there. It's just our celebration field where we conduct our Memorial Day services. And people have, for the last 3 years, very much appreciated what we do for the community and enjoyed coming out.
Absolutely. You should check them out, everybody. Their website is Mountainview Funeral Home and Cemetary.com, and you can call them direct. They will do consultations with you as well if you're thinking about something like this and you want to do something and put it behind you and have some peace of mind. They will talk to you about that too. Their number, again, I'm going to give out yours, Hillary. It's 480-832-2850. Back to the Quarter Mania. I wasn't sure if we said it again, but I want to make sure everybody knows that all of the proceeds go to Sunshine Acres Children's Home.
That's correct. And Sunshine Acres is a great organization. We have a drop box also at the cemetery where they do fundraising where people donate clothing or small appliances or small items. And those items that get sold, whether it's through auction, whether it's through sales, those proceeds also go to Sunshine Acres. They are a non-for-profit 501c3 where those monies are used for food, housing, utilities, bills, etc., to be able to provide these young children a safe, fun, healthy environment with good meals, warm housing, to be able to protect them and make them feel safe. And Sunshine Acres is a company that we've partnered with to help support for quite so many years now.
It's going to be Saturday, October 8th. Dinner is included. Again, what's the dinner?
Dinner's Portillo's Italian beef.
It's Italian beef, everybody. Everybody wants to know what the meals are going to be.
Exactly.
And it's $15 per person. We've got 6 tickets that we're giving away here at the station. Our number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. It includes 1 drink ticket, dinner, 1 auction paddle, and a raffle ticket. It's cheap and cheerful, and it's a wonderful, wonderful thing to give back and do. So give us a call here at 602-277-5369. Go ahead.
So one of the things I want to say is Hillary and I are kind of natives to Chicago. For those of you out there that are transplants or your winter snowbirds that are coming, Portillo's is one of the best hot dog Italian beef restaurants in the Midwest. And when they moved out here to Chicago, there was no happier day than me being there at the grand opening for Portillo's. And the food is quite amazing. And so if you're from that area or you've ever passed through there, you know what we're talking about.
That's awesome. I love that story. So, okay, what else should we talk about in terms of what's going on and, why people should think about what their plans are going to be and how important that is for people to do?
Okay, so Carol, one of the things, in our industry, there's tough days. There's days where people don't peacefully die when they're 90 years old at home in the comfort of their family surrounding them, holding their hand. And it's been a rough couple of weeks for us. We've had some very sad, untimely deaths of people, and people are going through a lot of emotional, mental, physical struggles, and we've had people take their own lives. We've had people pass in car accidents, and it's left things not only in a very emotional, but a very financial, unstable situation for their family. And there's nothing worse than a family that is struggling on those 2 levels, emotional and financial, and having to make difficult decisions, especially when they have no idea what the wishes of their loved one were. So not only are they faced with the difficulties of losing someone that's so dear to them, now they have to be faced with the burden of, what did my dad want? Is this something that he would have wanted to be cremated, to be buried? And so we really, really encourage families, before they get elderly, before they get sick, before something happens, talk to those you love and care about the most. Those are the people that are left kind of sort of having to figure it and sort it all out on the worst days of their life. And then there's the people that have no family and say, I don't care, who cares, I don't have any kids. That's even more important, to leave something for those that are in charge to know what to do. Because if there's no children, we run into the challenge of who's the legal next of kin. You know, divorce is at an all-time high. You know, is there a first wife, second wife, third wife? Who's the kids with each? People need to talk about this. If they don't plan and talk about it, there's so much internal family fighting that takes place.
Big time.
Oh, it's terrible. And people think, oh, my family will never go through that.
Not true.
Yep. And it is true. And you know.
I just heard somebody say family, it's overrated. It's true. It's so true, isn't it? Because you know what? You do know. As soon as something like this happens, boom, everything changes for whatever reason. I don't know why. And it makes things very, very difficult. I was so thrilled to be able to sit down and talk to you and make my plans and decide what I wanted to do and feel wonderful that I did so. Go ahead.
That's
What
right.
are your final words for today?
So I just want to thank everybody for considering coming out for Quartermania. I want them to know that we invite everybody. We want them to call ahead of time, get your seats ahead of time. That's the message for today. Get your plans done ahead of time. I had the privilege of pre-planning my own in-laws, and we laughed, we joked, we talked about it. Of course, they thought it was kind of cool that they have their own funeral director in the family, but nonetheless, at the end of the day, it's all about getting it done ahead of time.
Right. And especially for this Quartermania, this is something for something special. It's something that you want to do and give to Sunshine Acres Children's Home. All of the proceeds will go to that. It's $15 per person, and it includes dinner, which is going to be a fabulous, wonderful Italian beef dinner. Also, you're going to get one drink ticket with that, one auction paddle, and one raffle ticket. I'm going to be there. KFNX is going to be there. I'm going to give away things. There's going to be lots of giveaways. You can get more than one paddle, so you can have lots and lots of chances to win lots and lots of prizes. Give us a call here. We've got these tickets that we're giving away here, 6 of them, 602-277-5369. Check them out. It's Mountainview Funeral Home and Cemetary.com. So we're going to have some fun. Okay, I mean, things happen on a live show, and that's what happens here, and that's why I get to do what I want to do. So I have my guests that were on first. I have with me Alyssa Kerselik and Hillary Samples. We were talking a little bit before about your event that you have, and I do want you to mention it again. You might as well have a little bit more people on the road now, so we might as well. And also, we want to talk a little bit about what it is that we did together that was so awesome. They're with Mountainview Funeral Home and Cemetery. Go ahead and talk a little bit about the event again, and welcome back. It's been so long since I've seen you.
It's awesome seeing you again, Carol.
Isn't it great? Go ahead.
Thank you. So we have Quartermania coming up. So mark your calendars. Please come out Saturday, October 8th. It is going to be a blast. Benefit 100% of the monies are going to Sunshine Acres. Quartermania, what is it? You bring $15 and it's going to give you dinner. It's going to give you a paddle. It's going to give you a drink, and it's going to give you the opportunity to throw a quarter in for some incredible raffle baskets. You could take home as many as you like. Outbid that person to your left or to your right. And if your number gets called, you're going to take that basket home. And it's a great way to give back to the community. And that's really what it's all about, Carol. We just want to help the kids, and they need help. There's so many kids out there that are in need of a good shelter, a safe environment. And so we partner with Sunshine Acres, a non-for-profit organization. And that's what this is. It's a fundraiser for the kids.
I'm going to be there, everybody. I'm going to be there. Also, we're going to have KFNX there as well. I'll be raffling off something too, something special. I'm not going to tell everybody what it is. Also, we're going to let everyone keep on calling in. We've got those tickets. 6 of them are being given away, and I'm going to let everyone call throughout the rest of the show for that. Those are $15 tickets, so if you need 2, just tell us, and we'll make sure you have the 2 of them. And that ticket includes dinner, it includes the raffle ticket, it includes the paddle, and it includes a drink ticket as well. The food is going to be yummy, yummy, yummy. So keep on calling here at 602-277-5369. We want everyone to give a chance to give back. And this way it'll be a fun thing to do. And of course, I'll be there. So how much fun is that? 602-277-5369. So now I want to go back a little bit and talk, because I know you wrote some questions and we can talk a little bit about these. But one of the things that you had mentioned what you were doing, and you want to offer that again. Tell them a little bit, Hillary, of what you did for me. Okay. And this was for everybody. It was just that I heard you talking and I was like, sounds like a good idea.
Right.
Go ahead.
The first time we came on the show, we offered a buy one, get one cremation. And people called in, and that was something that Carol really wanted to get done. So I met with Carol and a friend of hers, and we sat down. We met at Panera, public place, non-threatening, and we had the conversation. And now Carol has that peace of mind knowing that her children won't have to take care of her pre-planning.
I like the way you put that, my friend. Actually, it was my ex-husband, but that's the whole point that I want to bring up, and this is what's cool. So anyone that's listening, and I know that you're offering this right now to all the listeners too, so it was very creative. What happened was I asked you, I said, well, I'm not married anymore, but I know that he's the father of my children, and I certainly would want that, the same thing I want for them, for him to have that. And I said, is it okay with you if my ex-husband and I do this? And you were like, sure, go ahead.
Absolutely. And it could be your sister. It could be a neighbor. But the whole point is, get it done. Don't leave it for your loved ones to take care of. Because nothing's worse than being on that side of the table with no plans.
Right. And
I've been there myself.
You made it incredibly simple. And I must say that it is incredibly affordable as well. It's pretty affordable for everybody to do. In terms of it, basically, what I loved about it was you have so many choices that you can make. And you're very open to pretty much almost anything that person wants to do. We might have made it more simpler, but everybody has that choice. So if you want to talk a little bit about what it is that you do with that and some of the choices that they can have. And I'm telling you, I'm talking about this right now because I must say, it was I told you it was on my 2012 December 2016, I wanted to have certain things done, and that was one of them. And I felt so awesome after I left. And even though it took him a little while for me to go ahead and, nudge him to get it signed, I was happy. And I felt wonderful that I did something really good and special for my children. Go ahead.
It is. And with cremation, there's so many different options. You can do the traditional funeral and have that viewing followed by cremation and be buried. You can be scattered. We offer a great thing at Mountainview. We have a plane where we can take you and scatter the ashes. You can have diamonds made. You can have the glass that's blown with the cremated remains.
I should have diamonds. That's my maiden name, Diamonds.
Absolutely, you should. We should all have diamonds.
A woman can never have too many diamonds,
no, especially even when you're, gone.
That's right.
Even when you're croaked, you can have your diamonds. So let's talk a little bit more about, you have 3 locations. I want to talk a little bit more about you and what you have available. Go ahead.
So with cremation, the thing to me that is most important is peace of mind. And with our 3 locations, 2 of them, we own and operate our own crematory, which means when your loved one is brought into our care, we follow a 10-step identification process that is actually provided to our families in writing, Carol, so that those that are sitting around the table know. They know that when you come to us, you never leave our care. You're never going to a third party. You're never being outsourced to a crematory that you don't have any idea where it is or who's doing the cremation. And the family can even be present when the cremation takes place if that's something that's important. And for many religious beliefs, that is very important. And Buddhist is one of those, and Hindu another. And just skeptics. People are like, how do I know that's my mom? I need to know. So we have a very, very open door policy. And that is important to people. They want to know that they're dealing with licensed people, professionals like yourself. You've mentioned to me several times, you've been doing this show, 9 years now? Mm-hmm. 9 years. People want to do business with people that they know have been around, are going to be around. We're going on 65 years this year. And the same family. We're proud of that.
Yeah.
We have great owners. They've been in the business. Their families have been in the business. And we've worked with some of the most amazing people within the their family to be able to work with the families that we serve.
I also want to get out here just because we only have a couple of more minutes, and I do want to say that obviously there's people out there that do want to have a funeral. Certainly you would work with them with that too. It's just so happened that we're talking right now about the cremation, and that was one that you offered. Real quickly, just to explain to them, I mean, there are a lot of people now, I just wanted to get that out of why more people are going towards doing cremation then because there are some reasons, and I think it's more because there's no room, anymore.
And it's funny because a little fun fact. Did you know that if everybody died today, there is enough land space available in the state of Rhode Island to everybody be buried? So land space is technically not an issue. What becomes more of an issue is on the mental mindset. People don't like bugs. People are claustrophobic. It's their wish. Hillary already expressed the opportunity for people to be scattered over
I love that.
Red Mountain, going over the superstitions, Santan Mountains, oceans. People want to be made into diamonds. The flexibility and the things you can do with cremation are far more widespread than just picking one space. Now, that being said, she also mentioned you can have a funeral, you can have the viewing, you can have a church service, you can have ceremony, you can have the celebration of life. And then the cremated remains can still be buried in a cemetery. You can be buried on your mom and dad's plot. We were talking earlier today, Carol, so many people, and you mentioned it yourself already, divorced. They want to be buried with their parents. They don't have a spouse.
That's correct. And you know what? It's sometimes you have to be a little bit more inventive, but you can choose what you want. That's the beauty of it.
That's
They
right.
make it so easy for everyone. Check them out on their website, please. It is Mountainview Funeral Home and Cemetery.com. They do free consultations. You can call Hillary at 480-832-2850.